1 2 1 2. Okay, we're on. 1 2 1 2. Okay, we're on. 1 2 1 2. Good evening. I can only apologise for the technical difficulties that we've experienced for the beginning of this stream. Just take my level down. We're on. 1 2 1 2. Good evening. The Hofmeister Liga. I can only apologise for the technical difficulties that we've experienced for the beginning of this stream. It represents the hopes and dreams of thousands we're on. 1 2 only 1 24 people get. Good evening. The Hofmeister Liga. I can only apologise for the technical difficulties that we've experienced for the beginning of this stream. Find 20 represents the host 2014 and dreams. There's 4 we're on. 1 2 people coming. Good evening. Taste the Hofmeister Liga. I can only apologise for the technical difficulties that we've experienced for the beginning of this stream. Find pot 1. Well, it represents the host 2014 and dreams. We're on. 1 2 people coming. Good evening. Taste the Hofmeister Liga. I can only apologise for the technical difficulties that we've experienced for the beginning of this stream. Also has pot 1. Well, it represents the host. We're on. We're going to find out. Good evening. I can only apologise for the technical difficulties that we've experienced at the beginning of this stream. Also has pot 1. Well, it represents the host. We're on. We're going to find out. Good evening. I can only apologise. Hang on, have I fixed that now? Sorry about that. I should probably have tested this before I did something as important as a stream. And yes, that is indeed the new Block Party song. Very funny. Now, I will spend the next few minutes dealing with your futures. One by one I will pick out the teams who will participate in each of the 2 divisions. I will draw 4, 1 from each pot. Those 4 will go into League 1. I will draw 4 from the other pot. They will go into League A. 4 into another pot. Blah, blah, blah. And we'll have all 24. After that, I will then draw from the same pots within the leagues, and I will create the draft order. Now, do apologise just for a moment. I just need to take a moment to sort my life out after everything that's just happened. Thank you. Now, before we get going, it's my intention that I'd like to introduce you to somebody who will be joining us this year. We'll be spending some time in the league, and his name is Gareth Dobson. Now, I'm going to contact Gareth. Oh, he hasn't accepted my Skype request. No, I'm not. Okay, let's begin the draw. This is pot 1. Pot 2, pot 3 and pot 4. I will draw 1 from each. We will then put them within League 1. So we're drawing League 1 first. The first person in League 1 this year is Matt Wing. I can confirm that Matt Wing will be participating in League One. The second person, Martin Gritton. Grits versus Wing, the old enemy. Joining them in League One. Wow. What more can you say about that? Straight out the pot. Straight out of the pot. Jamie Milton. Jamie Milton. 4 people there who varying degrees of talent, clearly, as they come from different pots. Now I'll be drawing the first 4 for League A. Adrian Reed. Adrian Reed had a great first season last year with his Young Devonians team. He'll be joined by Noah Wright. Noah Wright snuck into pot 2 there. Razik Ralph. Razik Ralph will be in League A. Raz, one of our 2 Los Angeles contingent, alongside newbie Imran Ahmed. And is it? No. Perennial also ran Chris Duncan completes the first 4 in League A. Now, let's move straight on to the next lot in League One. James Moore. James Moore, brother of Roger. David Martin. He likes trains, but does he like winning? On last year's evidence, probably not. Peter White. Peter White joins the lineup in League A1. Sorry. God damn. And Jason Dobson. Brother of Gareth, newbie for this year, and an exciting addition to the league. League One is looking very exciting right now. Just to run through those names again. Matt Wing, Grits, me, Jamie Milton, James Moore, David Martin, Peter White and Jason Dobson. Oh God, my collar. Oh dear. Good grief. This is the worst night of my life. Right, who's coming out of pot 1 and going straight into League A? It's Matt De Cruz. Matt De Cruz there. Not to be confused with a cruise liner, of course. Not my brother, but last year's winner, Nathan Roberts. Nathan Roberts, last year's winner. Deserved winner, many people feel. I certainly do. I think he beat a far inferior competitor in the final. Who's going to be joining him from pot 3? Dan Brader. Dan Brader will make up part of League A. And he'll be joined by Imran. Many of you may know the legend of Imran, but until you've experienced it firsthand, good Lord, what can I say? We've got 8 on each division here. We've got 4 left to go in each. This has been an unmitigated disaster, so I'm going to try and just keep it moving on now. Gareth Dobson joins the exciting lineup in League One. Whiskers. Whiskers is in League One. There, it's happened. Chris D'Souza is in League One. I think we're all looking forward to Colin Roberts versus Chris D'Souza this season. I know I am. And completing the division, rookie Pete Flinton. Pete Flinton completes the league. League 1 there, complete. I'll run you through the whole league very shortly. You'll also be receiving that via electronic mail very soon. Now, let's complete the lineup for League A. This should all be pretty self-explanatory, but Tom Cotton and Guns, just like Manchester. Ryan Lofthouse, he's from the north. Claire Roberts, she's from the south. And of course, the only one I got upside down, Johnny Simon. Johnny Simon there, completing the League A lineup. So let's run through those for one last time. Matt Wing, Martin Gritton, Colin Roberts, Jamie Milton, James Moore, David Martin, Peter White, Jason Dobson, Gareth Dobson, Whiskers, Chris D'Souza and Pete Flinton make up League 1's rundown. League A, Adrian Reid, Noah Wright, Razik Ralph, Chris Duncan, Matt De Cruz, Nathan Roberts, Dan Brader, Imran Ahmed, Johnny Simon, Claire Roberts, Ryan Lofthouse and Tom Cotton. So that completes the first part of our draw this evening. Just so you know, I'm going to now be putting all of these into 2 mugs. So that's all of League 1 in one mug, and all of these in another mug. We're going to give those a good swirl around, and I will draw the draft order starting from number 1 down to number 12. And I'll do so for League 1 first, and I shall be keeping my eyes on the camera at the whole time so you know that it's legit. Let's go first. Drawing first this year in the draft for League 1 will be Whiskers. Whiskers will be drawing first in the draft. Second in the 2016 draft, Chris D'Souza. Chris D'Souza will pick second in the draft. Just remind you that the draft order is serpentine, so you'll draw first and 24th, second and 23rd, third and 22nd, and so on. Pete Flinton. Pete Flinton draws third in the 2016 League 1 Hofmeister League draft. Ooh. Gareth Dobson picks fourth. Gareth Dobson will take fourth in the draft. Martin Gritton. Martin Gritton will go fifth. Peter White, slap bang in the middle there with 6. Hopefully early enough to take John Terry. Jamie Milton. Jamie Milton will pick 7th, which is probably the same amount of games he'll win this season. James Moore. But will he score more? Only one way to find out. He'll pick 8th. 9th now. Colin Roberts. He'll pick 9th. Great guy. Shame about his technical mouse when it comes to streaming. Matt Wing will pick 10th. Will it be early enough in the draw for him to take all of the Manchester United players he wants? No idea. Absolutely not an idea. I don't think he does. There's 2 left in the cup. I'm going to give this a good shake. Like Matt Wing trying to buy a... Fuck it, I don't know. Jason Dobson. Jason Dobson following behind his brother. That's about the only thing he does follow behind his brother on. And of course, David Martin will pick 12th. But of course, that means he'll also pick 13th. So there is a lot to be said there. So I will run through that order for you again very shortly. Gareth is just composing those for me and we'll send it onto the screen in front of me and I'll be able to run through the full order. You will of course receive those via electronic mail, but there is of course now the matter of the League A draft order. If you're in League A, if you're one of the lucky people in League A, maybe you're hoping to pick first. Maybe you're the person who wants Zlatan Ibrahimovic. We'll find out real soon. I'm giving League A a real good shout here. Crablin.com. Picking first for League A, Adrian Reed. That's a big shout for Adrian Reed. He's a good Fantrax player. He's a terrible publicist. Noah Wright. Wow. Right away, he came second in the draft. Who's going to pick third? Third still feels good. It's a deep draft this year. It's rookie Johnny Simon. Johnny Simon there. Very exciting for him. I'd imagine, being a Jewish man, it's the first time he's ever finished in the top 3 of any sporting event. Fourth, Razik Ralph. Razik Ralph, all the way from Los Angeles, California. Razik Ralph, who's picking 5th in the draft. Ryan Lofthouse. He's a winner in life, but can he be a winner at Fantrax? I doubt it, if I'm honest. I doubt it. Dan Brader. Dan Brader. Picking 8th now. 8th in the draw. Claire Roberts. Claire Roberts will pick 8th, and I'd imagine straight after that she'll pick up an 8th and go and smoke the weed. Let's pick 9th now. This is getting back to the end of the draw you want to be on, because it means you'll get 2 picks quite close together, quite close to the start. Imran Ahmed there. He works for XL. But can he have an XL year in terms of size? I don't know. Matt De Cruz. He's 10th. Or 7th. Ah, fuck it. I don't know. How many's left? Oh, Christ. I think I was one over there. Whatever. Nathan's 10th, actually. Sorry. This has just been so awful. I'm really, really sorry. Chris Duncan picking 11th. And finally, Tom Cotton will pick 12th. I'm hoping Gareth managed to keep track of all that. I'm going to run you through now those League One picks. Starting from the top. Whiskers, Krista Souza, Pete Flinton, Gareth Dobson, Martin Gritton, Peter White, Jamie Milton, James Moore, Colin Roberts, Matt Wing, Jason Dobson and David Martin. Gareth will, I'm sure, send through those other names for me very shortly. We will also be sending, of course, those through via email. Here we go. I've just received those from Gareth. Picked first, Adrian Reed. Second, Noah Wright. Third, Johnny Simon. Fourth, Razik Ralph. Fifth, Ryan Lofthouse. Sixth, Dan Brader. Seventh, Claire Roberts. Eighth, Imran. Ninth, Matt De Cruz. 10th, Nathan Roberts. 11th, Chris Duncan. And 12th, Tom Cotton. I can only apologise for everything that went wrong earlier this evening, and hopefully to make up for that now, I'm going to be able to get my good friend and your good friend Gareth Dobson on the line so we can have a quick chat about, well, the draft, how he's feeling. And I'm just going to get him up now. I was hoping to do it a little bit more professionally than this, but of course things have conspired against me this evening.
Hi Colin.
Gareth, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm chipper and excited by a huge League A.
Now, tell me, you've... I'm looking at your draft here, Gareth. It's not a terrible pick for you.
No, I think number 4 is strong. There should be... I think there's 6 or 7 real bona fide picks this year, so I'm feeling good. There should be a prime midfielder or a top striker to pick up. I mean, as a Spurs fan, I think Harry Kane's going to drop like a stone, so I'll be there with open arms.
Brilliant. Is there anyone you're looking out for this year? Obviously, you're in League One with myself. Is there anyone in that league you're particularly scared to face?
I mean, it's a Northern Powerhouse league, obviously. I think Whiskers is a fine player. Pete Flinton's got some nous as a rookie. James Moore is the pro's pro. He's a consummate professional. Worried about that. And obviously, I wasn't in with Matt Wing last year, so it'll be nice to rejoin the field with him after I knocked him out in the first round of the playoffs this year.
Gareth, finally, just before you go, is there any messages you have whilst you've got this platform in front of a lot of the league that you want to pass on?
Got to go one better this year, boys.
You have, definitely, of all people.
Cracking job of the draw, Colin.
Yes, I can only apologise for the problems earlier, Gareth.
Mate, it was a cracker. Everyone enjoys it. It's full of excitement. I'm so excited for this season now. Well done.
Thank you very much, Gareth, and thanks for taking the time out to speak to me this evening.
Goodbye.
Bye. That was Gareth Dobson there. He's my co-commissioner, and of course, he'll be someone that you'll be playing with this year. Now, I wanted to have somebody to speak to from League A as well. So if you'll just give me a moment, I am going to speak to somebody that does qualify as a League A member now. Amuse yourself just for a moment. I would put that video back up on the screen, but I'm scared about ruining everything. So just a moment.
Hello, Colin.
Nathan, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I'm very good, thank you. Nathan, how are you feeling about being a member of League A this year?
I'm feeling good about it. Yeah, I think I'm quite tempted. I think it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
Adrian going first is going to be really. I'm really curious to who he picks.
Do you see
also,
Adrian?
Imran in my league as well.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, of course, we'll move on to Imran in a second. But do you see Adrian as a big threat? Obviously, he had a good rookie year last year.
Yeah, I do, and I think it was a narrow victory for me in the playoffs against him. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the rematch.
You worried a little bit of revenge might be on the cards?
I think, let's leave those mind games behind.
Yeah.
Let's just play.
Okay, all right. I appreciate that, mate. And look, just talking about Imran, you're one of the people in the league who had the pleasure of playing against Imran previously. How are you feeling about him joining us? And obviously, there's a lot of bit of talk in the media about Imran joining up, and are you excited to be playing him week in, week out?
Yeah, definitely. But I'm just worried about there being any sort of collusion or anything going on behind the scenes that we're not knowing about, and I hope he doesn't let his brother play for him.
Listen, mate, I can't imagine for a second there'd be any collusion. It takes two to tango, and I don't think there's anybody in his division, at least, that would be up for colluding. Maybe wait for the playoffs for that one. Nathan, obviously, once again, it's great to speak to you. We're all really excited that you took the time out as the champion. I'd imagine you're still got your feet on the beach a little bit, but I'm sure training will start really soon, and we're all looking forward to another season.
Yeah, same here.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot, Nathan. Speak to you soon.
All right, bye.
Nathan Roberts there, 2015-16 champion. And who could forget what a year he had, beating Gareth in the final. Now, all I can leave you with is a thought. In life, there are a number of trials and tribulations one has to go through to get the things they want. Just this evening, you've been witness to a few of those things, a few of the things I've had to overcome to bring you entertainment and to make sure that you feel as excited as everybody else does. The Hofmeister Liga is more than just a fantasy football league. It's a way of life, and for many people, it's their only source of any kind of social interaction. I hope you enjoy the league this year as much as I will, and all it leaves me to say now is that I hope you have a fantastic season. Thank you.